Okay, so if you're going to be watching Numerology Pyramid Equations Part 2, first you have to watch Numerology Pyramid Equations Part 1. Out there, we discussed how we would be able to derive the pyramid peaks or pinnacles, and in this log we would be discussing how we would be able to derive the chronological ages and the years during which these peaks would be reached. And I'm kind of confused about how to begin with it. Okay, so let us begin with the number 36. 36 is 9 multiplied by 4, square of 6, and 12 multiplied by 3. 6, 9 and 12, all the three are very important numbers. 6, 9 and 12 are basically multiples of 3 in sequential order if you've noticed. 6 is 2 multiplied by 3, 9 is 3 multiplied by 3, and 12 is 4 multiplied by 3. The number 3 is indicative of a triangle. A triangle has 3 sides. So all in all, this number 36 has a very special significance in the design and construction of pyramids, although the mode of construction remains to be a mystery even today. Once again, 36 is 9 multiplied by 4, which implies 4 cycles of 9. 9 we know is the final single digit. In Pythagorean numerology, we always reduce all numbers to a single digit base vibration. So basically, 9 is the highest or the ultimate possibility. We go through 9-year epicycles beginning with the personal year 1 and climaxing in the personal year 9. After the personal year 9, a fresh epicycle begins with the personal year 1 once again. So basically, this personal year 9 to personal year 1 has to be a transition point. Now, coming to the pyramid or triangle peaks that we derived in the previous log. As I mentioned out there that these peaks are transition peaks. We derived the peak numbers but not the years. And naturally, we have to understand that this 9 to 1 transition has to coincide with the peak years. Another important number out here is 27. 27 is 9 multiplied by 3, which means 3 cycles of 9. It also reduces to a 9. Astrologically also, this number is very important because Saturn, which is considered to be the tough teacher, completes one full circle of the zodiac and comes back to its original position in the natal chart in about 27 years. So it is said that the person gains his soul at around this age after learning all the necessary lessons through the sequence of events in his life. So the first point of maturity as per numerology also is around this age and also around the time when the person is reaching his personal year 9. So that is about 3 to 4 cycles of 9. That is between 27 to 36 years. We all have different ruling or life path numbers, and the accurate point of maturity depends on our life path number actually. And the life path number, as we all know, is the addition of all the digits present in our birthday reduced to a single digit. So, to find the first peak or pinnacle of maturity, we have to subtract the single digit code of our life path number from 36. Going by this method, the first peak for the life path 1 would be at the age of 36 minus 1, 35 years. For life path 2, it would be 34 years. For 3, 33. For 4, 32. For 5, 31. For 6, 30. And like this, for life path 9, it would be 27 years. So if you know your life path number, find out your first peak, and all of you who have already crossed the first peak would be just amazed with the accuracy of this. Coming back to the pyramid from the previous log. Out here you can see that we have the peak numbers but not the ages in which these peaks would be reached. The birth date that we considered was 6th of November 1988, and that reduces to a life path 7. So the first peak number would be reached at the age of 36 minus 7, 29 years. From birth till the age of 29 years, this person might not have reached complete maturity, and the personality of this person might not have fully developed. At the age of 29 years, this pinnacle or peak number provides an additional push so that this person evolves. The peak number will provide a clue to the direction of evolution of this person. For example, out here at the age of 29 years, the pinnacle number is 8. So the person realizes the value of financial independence. The person realizes the value of advancements in the career front and wishes to be very powerful. Now, in which direction the advancements will happen would also depend on the life path number. After the first peak, the second peak would be reached after a time span of 9 years from the first peak. So the second peak would be reached around the age of 38 years. The third peak again will be reached after a span of 9 years from the second peak. So that makes it 47 years. And like this, the final peak will be reached at the age of 56 years. So if we know that a person was born in the year 1988, we can obviously calculate and place the years in which the peaks would be reached like this. The pyramid peaks or the pinnacles are indicative of the energies that we would be encountering during different phases of maturity in our lives. We all have different phases of maturity. We are always evolving. I am more mature than yesterday and I will be growing. I will become more mature tomorrow. So we are continuously evolving and we follow a path of evolution. Our path of evolution is indicated by the energies or the numbers, which are the peak numbers or the pinnacle numbers. So two people could be having the same life path, but if they have different pinnacle numbers or peak numbers, their journey in life could be totally different. Usually it is seen that the effect of a peak number is most strongly felt starting from the personal year 8 of one epicycle, and gradually as it reaches the end of the personal year 3 of the next epicycle, it begins to subside. The peak of activity, the most strong sense of this peak number would be felt around the transition point between 9 to 1. One door closing, one door opening. Usually it is seen that a person is a bit confused during the personal year 9, and as soon as he is settled in the personal year 1, he begins to get a clear sense of direction and purpose in life. Once again, the base of the pyramid is indicative of the human body. The point of the pyramid is indicative of the higher self or God. The sides of the pyramid are indicative of the various attempts towards attaining the higher self or God. The pyramid as a whole is the union of the human body with the higher self through the various attempts towards ultimate maturity.